Delegation, a key element to being a great leader. You can't put everything on your shoulders. As you grow, you have to delegate things out. That's a no-brainer. But let's flip the optics on this a little bit and look at the negative sides of delegation. The 5 ugly faces out of all the things that are out there. These things can really get in your way in ensuring that delegation is a positive action taken in your organization. So let's pick them apart. Number 1, delegating things away that you don't like. That's just a piss poor mode. That is not leading. That is just dumping piles of junk into other people's laps because you just don't want to do it. That's not going to breed the culture you want. That's going to give a bad example, and it's going to promote the idea that you can pass the buck down the road in your organization. And pretty soon, you're in a place you don't want to be because you unintentionally delegated something that you just didn't like. Don't do it. Number 2, delegating things away that you don't understand. Things change, the world adapts. You need to change your organization. So you need to delegate tasks, new or old, so that you can adapt with that change. But make sure you're not doing it just because you don't understand it. Don't make an off-the-hip decision to delegate it. Make sure that you understand it before you delegate it. Take the time to learn, bring in experts, look at your resources, do whatever you need to do to understand it before you delegate it. Because if you don't, that delegation is hollow. You can't give any feedback. You can't measure it. You have no control. You've just handed it off because you don't know a damn thing about it. Number 3, delegating your personal growth out the window. You've delegated all these things, but are you taking an active role to grow with those delegations that are being done? The actions, the performance. You can come in and out quickly, but if you don't do that, you're not going to be seen as growing with it, personally, not by the team. And if you're not growing, how can you consciously tell yourself at the end of the day the organization is growing? Grow with the delegation. Don't let it just be a milestone or something that you've done. You did it for a reason. Follow that and grow with it. Number 4, delegating away your ability to be effective when everybody needs you. You're the tip of the spear. You keep the machine running. But can you do that at all times? Can you tackle things that you used to be able to do, like changing the paper in the copy machine or making sure the internet works? If you've delegated away the ability to keep the machine running, then you can't do it when your team is looking at you to keep it going. When crisis hits, when there's a drastic need, you've hamstringed yourself in needing other people to hold your hands. And now this chain has a weak link, and it's you. Number 5, don't delegate away the ability to call bullshit. Bovine excrement is one great way to not discipline people or create a negative screaming, kicking environment, but it helps you be able to catch mistakes before they become failures, to catch successes, to look at things from a different light because you're breeding accountability and discipline because everybody knows that you're handling your business and that you're going to call them out in one way or another, good or bad. If you don't have this ability because you've delegated it away and it's so far behind you, then brilliant jerks and slackers are going to take over the organization because nobody's there to call them out. And that whole thought process can go into all kinds of different facets of your business. Yes, it sounds blunt and dramatic, but you need to be able to call it as it is. And if you delegate away that ability without thinking about it, then you're sitting in the middle of a pond by yourself with nowhere to go. All right, delegation, critical, we get that. But these 5 ugly faces can really get in the way of ensuring that you delegating things made any damn sense. So put them in your pocket and think about them next time you delegate. And I guarantee you, your delegations will only get more powerful, which will make you a much better and effective leader. All right, we'll see you down the road.